Hello guys, the Game Challenger here, joined by Kitty, for a new segment I would like to call Real Speak. As you can see, it's a pun on lol speak. But it's not because I'm lazy, it's actually because I'm very lazy and I have a lot of work and I don't want to play any games because, I don't know, tired. So instead, I'm gonna tell you some shit about recent shit, and I'm gonna put my opinion, and I have strong opinions about most of everything, and apparently the camera is a bit off center, so it's looking like I'm looking up, so I hope that won't be too much of an issue, but if I stare at something else it will probably look a bit less obvious. Okay, so today's topic is on the recent GTA related kid shoots granny in the back of her head topic that surfaced 3 days ago. And basically a kid allegedly a kid had just finished playing some Grand Theft Auto 4 and decided to pull out a fucking handgun and go all gangster, popping granny's head off. Okay. Okay. So, of course you can see that the fact that I fucking named Grand Theft Auto is because the article decided to fucking name Grand Theft Auto. It wasn't naming the model of the gun, any kind of description of the handgun. It was just Grand Theft Auto, shoot granny in the head. I know about guns. I've shot guns for a very long time. Here in Denmark it's not as easy to get the guns you would have in the US. Here it's for only sports shooting, so the guns are limited to 5 shots for a magazine, for handguns at least, and rifles is about the same in sports shooting, but of course you can go above that in, I believe, pretty much limited to that, and in hunting you are always limited to max 2 shots in your shotgun, and handguns, no. And everything else is single shot, and I believe maybe the small caliber is allowed up to 10, but no automatic or semi-automatic. It has to be to load the next round. I don't know. It's rules. But then again, you aren't allowed to shoot that much with the small calibers, and handguns are pretty much illegal except for sports shooting. But I've shot for a long time. It's not that fucking easy. And for a fucking 8-year-old to not only fucking handle a goddamn handgun, when I shot the sport handgun, which are fucking light because they're for sports reasons, even I had to use 2 hands and it was very tough. So this kid must have gotten some training in using that fucking handgun. And I know for a fact that Grand Theft Auto does not give you any tutorials on how to handle a weapon at all. It doesn't show you how to reload or fill in the magazine with ammo. It's all slightly complex, and even for a brilliant kid, this requires strength and some logic that I wouldn't expect a small child at the age of 8 to have. So by that, I can conclude that my camera is still shit and needs to focus, right? Come on. Do you mind focusing? No, it does not. There we go. Sorry. It's the light's fault. This kid must have gotten some training. His papa, or let's go mama, mother or father must have trained this kid in shooting with the gun, which I don't have a problem with that. It's fun. It's fun to shoot guns. I don't do it anymore, but it's pretty fucking fun. I'll have to say that. But the kid knew where to get the gun, and it wasn't locked away. You could just go and pick the gun, and you made that happen. You trained your kid in using a gun, didn't teach him proper safety fucking shit. You didn't teach him to respect the gun. You didn't teach him to fear the fucking gun, to be afraid of the consequences it has when you point a fucking gun. I am fucking scared of pointing guns at people, even when there's safety and unloaded and everything. Just pointing a gun at somebody or having a gun pointed at me, even though I know it's so fucking scary. And I get mad at people if I ever have a gun pointed at me, even though it's an airsoft gun or something like that. I hate the feeling, because I know what can go wrong. I know for a fact what can go wrong if you left a bullet in the chamber and you go around just playing with the fucking trigger. No. They forgot to teach that kid how to properly handle a gun. And if you're gonna teach a kid how to shoot a fucking gun, you need to teach that kid to use some fucking safety rules. I know safety rules. But now we know. The parents are probably to blame for Granny's old Papa Hopper head off and all that jazz, and it shouldn't be blamed on the game. But the fact that they're still blaming games, it's so stupid, because I can feel the shitstorm coming. It's Jack Thompson all over again. He's rising from wherever the fuck he's sticking up shit, and he's going, oh damn, that's some good ass fuel for my fire. Maybe I can get a lawyer. Maybe I can be a lawyer again. And don't blame the games. Okay, I know the games are a bit more realistic than when I was a younger kid. I used to believe some of the first fucking games I played with graphics that was multi-shooty horror thing themed was Duke Nukem 3D. I had a great fucking time with that. I was probably around the age of 8, and I used to play that with my brothers. We played Quake, fucking Kitty. Jesus, he's in a playful mood. He used to play Doom, Duke Nukem 3D, Quake, Wolfenstein. I'm actually afraid of that game. Because I played it when I was younger. I thought it was really realistic for that time. Just the fact that you shot dogs was pretty intense for me at that age. But still played. It was really fun. But games don't mold you. I'm not a fucking serial killer. I've played every hardcore slasher horror game known to fucking the mainstream and I've played some of the... I've played everything, and I'm not a serial killer. I have a very select vocabulary and have a and swear a lot, but that could have come from everywhere. Probably movies too, and I've watched fucking badass movies. I love the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. I watched Alien back when I was a great fucking female character to have a role model there, fucking Ridley Scott. But the fact of the matter is that video games, violent video games, aren't the one to blame here. It's definitely the fucking parents who did something wrong. The gun wasn't locked away. But then again, there's the rules in America, the fact that you can fucking carry firearms wherever the fuck you want. Here, guns have to be locked away. That's a pretty good safety mechanism, because... What the fuck, here, guns have to be locked away securely and with keys, very big keys, very hefty doors. A safety locker. Kids shouldn't be able to get into that. If he had had that, my guess is Kitty wouldn't have gotten the gun. It was probably in a drawer somewhere. He's pulled it out and he said, oh, fun, it's dicks. I'm gonna point at grandma and pop a cap in her ass. Again, parenting to blame. Not the games. The games don't mold you. And if this has a consequence, they always want to make this a fucking consequence, but again, it's 1 out of 100,000 cases, maybe even less, statistically, for a kid to play Grand Theft Auto and then kill Granny, or anyone else. Let's just go with anyone else. It's pretty fucking slim. Not 1 in 100,000, 1 million. Probably a few million. The statistics here are insane. So we're gonna ban games because 8-year-old Billy decided to pop a cap in grandma's ass. That's one. We're kind of this on like one event, a few events over the last few years. Okay, so cars have killed tens of thousands this fucking hour. No. Let's not remove the fact of cars. Let's keep cars because they're good to us, even though they kill a lot. Planes. People are afraid of planes. Like the chance of dying on a plane. Come on. The chance to die in a car is a lot bigger than dying in a plane. We are going into statistics now, but the fact that they want to ban violent video games because of single events, and it's what the media just fucking overflows that fact. When somebody dies in a car, we forget about it. It happens so often we don't even care anymore. But a child killing Granny after playing Grand Theft Auto, that is just so good for politicians to get their dicks blown by someone. Oh, it's perfect for them to have a motive and getting voters and getting that huge ass paycheck the next month. But statistically, the chance of someone killing another one after playing a stupid game is so low. There's a higher chance of me playing a Barbie game and slaughtering a horse than there is some random kid playing Grand Theft Auto and thinking, oh, it's very likely I'm gonna go out and steal a car and drive around downtown. No, it's stupid mentality like this that makes this possible. It's just rare occurrences leads to stupid rules being implemented. It's beyond stupid. Recently there was a case here in Denmark where some in a kindergarten or below that, daycare, that's the word I'm looking for. Some kids were sleeping outside because it's fucking hot in the summer, and sleeping inside, the kids wouldn't like it. So they're outside in their trolleys. A mentally handicapped person decided to break into the yard and steal a kid. From that, they wanted to make a rule that every kid, everywhere, every time, needed to be supervised by at least one adult, possibly two, because of one single event. I know for a fact that it's very scary as a parent, not that I'm a fucking parent, but I would guess it's very scary for you as a parent to have someone kidnap your child, but it's so rare, and you're gonna put down laws that's gonna put everyone in an awkward situation, make you do shit that is unnecessary because of one rare occurrence that would happen maybe once every year. Do you know how many fucking children there is? It's shit like this pisses me off, because people will not look at what makes sense. They just want, something bad happened, we need to stop that from ever happening again. You can't. We're human. We're pretty sick. At least some of us are. Those are the people who needs to be locked up, detained, being looked after, but you can't make rules every time somebody does something stupid. It's... Yes, some bad shit happens every now and then. Anders Breivik decided to shoot a lot of kids. Shit happens. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I feel for I have empathy for their parents and friends and everything. But unfortunately, that happens. If I was killed tomorrow by some psycho wanting to steal my wallet, shit, it happens, but you can't prevent robbery, you can't prevent serial killers. It's not something that is molded by one specific thing. It's not necessarily video games, not necessarily movies, it's not music, it's not religion. Maybe religion, but if something was to be blamed for stupid behavior, it's religion. But there's a lot of religious people who aren't psycho, so I'm gonna allow religion for this real speak, because I have strong opinions about religion. It's unnecessary and it's childish, but it's stupid to blame one thing for the cause of a lot of things. Instead, most probably, it's the parenting where everything fails. I had good parents. I've been taught to be a nice person. Don't point guns at people. Don't kill people. Don't steal. I've stolen something a few times in my life. I was very young. And I got a very, very angry parent instead. And that taught me to be afraid of ever stealing. Just for the fact of seeing my mom's face do that face. It scares the shit out of me. And I would never steal again because of that face. Even if somebody dropped $100 right in front of me, continued walking, I would still pick up that note and give it. Just for the slight chance that he would have seen me take it, somebody else had seen me take it, and go point and, oh, he stole your money. Just for that fraction of a feeling that I might be caught. Makes all the difference in the world. So, parenting is probably what should be looked at in this case and in every other single case. Just look at the fucking child. If he's looking like he's gonna go fucking mental in a second, maybe talk to him. Maybe stop him. I'm just saying. Maybe don't abuse your child. Maybe give him a safe upbringing. Maybe teach him some fucking life lessons. It's all very important in not making a psycho child. And still, it happens. It happens. A psycho is made. It happens. I'm sorry. It's statistically impossible to not have a psycho running around right now killing someone. And it's just something that is there, and that's why we have police, that's why we have psychologists, that's why we have those people to help those people. But unfortunately, one day somebody will snap and he will go, I need to kill my children. And it's sad as dicks. It's as sad as flaccid dicks all over the floor. But it happens. And it pisses me off when people need to make rules to feel safe. And those rules will be fucking annoying to everyone. And they're gonna ban games because they're bad and they make you angry and they make you kill people. No, you make me angry because I can't play games that makes me do the stuff that I will never ever even think about doing in the real world. I don't want to kill people, but in games I know they're not real. I can associate fiction with reality. It's very simple. I can do that because I've been taught. That is not real. This is real. Don't kill people in the real world. Even Hitler. Wouldn't kill Hitler. Probably because that would mess up the history. Unless I got to kill him right before he shot himself. But even that's still pretty scarring to see someone die. Well, great point. Don't kill people. That's where I want to go at. And violent video games aren't the root cause of everything bad in the world. I know you want to use a scapegoat. I know you want to feel safe. But in the end, it's pointless. They wanted to ban music. They wanted to ban the radio. They wanted to ban television. They wanted to blame rock music, they wanted to blame Elvis, they wanted to blame everyone, and everyone persisted, and we still have our glorious HD killing devices. And trust me, it will just keep rising, we'll keep having our games. But it doesn't change the fact that I get pissed off every time someone has to bring up the subject, are video games evil? Because no, they're not. If they were, I would be a fucking psycho. I would kill my cat. I would skin it and do something very nasty to its corpse. But I won't, because I've been taught that is very fucking wrong. And even just talking about it makes me, oh, I don't want to hurt him. He's such a nice kitty. Even though he bites me and he plays with me. Do you want to go back down? You want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? So, this is the end of my little real speak. Mostly because I was so very bored and I was so very pissed off at recent events. And Kitty is very, very cute today. But if you want to suggest a subject for the next one, I'll probably do it more often if it turns out to be a fun thing, and it's very energizing for me to do, and I get all my tensions out in the open, and I get to talk about things that are important to me. Normally something I wouldn't get to talk about because people think like, oh yeah, but that's just how the world is. No, I want to talk about what I think, and you still want to play. Don't worry, he's not biting hard. It's just playing. But suggest if you have a topic, unless I'm gonna talk about gamer girls. That's also a very annoying topic for me. So I'll see you never, because this is a camera and I can't see any of you. But thank you for watching. I'm the Game Challenger, and maybe I'll play a game next time.